how to get it right. See, everybody's out there trying to get it right. And then when they're getting ready to leave the body, because they believe in death, of course, and all this stuff and the drama of it, oh, if I could only do it over, because I didn't get it right. Boy, have I made so many mistakes. I could have had more money. I could have had this. I could have had that. I could have had... So, you know, and what is it all for? So I can feel good. So at the very last, feel really bad, and I'll get that guy who stole my stuff. It's the last thing I do. I'll get the ex-wife. You know, this is that. Well, I'll get it right the next time. You can't get it right, because right always has a wrong. They're duality. And it's always, well, when are you going to make something of yourself? Well, why would I make a thing, a something out of myself? When are you going to finally be a success and do something important? You're already a success. You're already perfect. Did you know that? Our thinking is basically stinking thinking most of the time. Absolutely. Look at where it takes you. Judging, evaluating, criticizing, feeling bad, feeling good, wanting to get it right, wanting to be right. I remember, you know, as a young married woman in suburbia and doing all things, trying to figure out how you're going to get it together, what are you supposed to do, how you're going to get it right. You know, I was never good enough. It was never, you know, I never couldn't, you know, my husband, I wasn't good enough for him. Then I thought, well, I wasn't good enough. So I must have gotten a command someone that said, you're not good enough. Yeah, no, you're not good enough. You didn't get an A. You got an F. You know, you're not good enough. You didn't play it properly. You didn't, I don't like you. I like you better because you didn't get it right. And this whole thing, if I get it right, then I'll stop torturing myself. If I get it right, I'll be accepted. If I get it right, I'll really feel good. I won't be depressed. And what is it getting right? Well, in our world now, you got to have all this tons of money. Because, see, that alleviates some of the suffering that people are going through, because they can buy this and buy that and have this and that, instead of absolutely go within to their heart center and find that the pleasure that you're seeking is already there. The love that you're seeking is who you are. But the problem with love, you can't get it, because you can never get enough. And the thing is, when I get it right, then everybody will love me. When I get it right, my dad will, my mom will, my friends, I'll be okay, I'll be accepted, I'll be loved, I'll be adored. I'll be taken care of physically so I don't starve and die in the street and get ran. Look at the mind. Wow, it's not too fun. You're best friends with him. And how you get it right is to give up right and wrong in that sense. There's ultimately, yeah, there's absolute good, and that's who you are. You're absolute goodness. But what we've been doing is we honor the thoughts, the thinking, the beliefs, the dramas, the theater. It's all theater. Carnival people in theaters, selling stuff, snake oil. All takes a lot of courage to be yourself. Takes a lot of courage. It takes energy, time. I think I've invested hundreds of millions of dollars, if you want to do dollars, in my consciousness. So if you invested, people say, well, I gave them my best years of my life. You're an eternal being. Stop playing age. Give up time, concepts, outer space, this and that, everything just to distract you, keep you involved. Techno king and queen, da da da. You're already perfect. Your thinking isn't perfect. My thinking wouldn't be perfect. is perfectly stinky if we follow it. Contemplate beauty, harmony, love. You say, well, nature, is this really, or is this just a hologram or a simulation? Well, it really doesn't matter in that level because we may not know or not realize, but what do we know and realize? That whatever this is, there's the divine. And this, even if it's a copy, you treat it as a divine. Does that make sense? It's like animals. They have souls. They're persons. You are. Others are. Yeah. You're already perfect. You don't have to get it right. There's nothing wrong with you. And when you know there's nothing wrong, there's nothing to get right. Just simply be who you are. And it takes courage. And how you use your time, your resources, what you invest in. Oh, I have to thank a couple of my students who come to retreats, Diana Lee and Joni Elizabeth. And then this one, I think it was another Diana, I think from Oregon, but it's so sweet of them. And I like it because they gave it. It's really sweet. Because they're perfect too, just like you. Feeling, nothing more than feeling. Dime, solamente dime. Cool, huh? Feelings. There's nothing more than feelings. You know, say in Sanskrit, Satchitananda is saying our nature is eternity, consciousness, and bliss. And the quality of a soul is feelings. We're feeling bodies, and we're spirit souls. We don't have souls, we are, and we are spirit souls. But those are still language. But anyway, feelings. And what we're really looking for are those quality feelings. But what we've been stuck in is a bunch of emotions. Thought-directed, reacting to the outer, keeping us in emotions generated by fear, by lamentation and guilt, feelings. And then when we label our feelings, and we don't want to feel them, and then we have to take a lot of medication for these emotions because they're torturing you. Have you thought about controlling your mind? Have you thought about spiritual knowledge? Have those thoughts come to you? Yeah. Ooh, fire is nice. Feelings. You want to feel. Stop labeling them. And stop emotionalizing your drama. Meditate, breathe. Bring into gratitude, appreciation. Yeah. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Freedom is mine. Feeling good, 'cause you are.
That was good.
Well, because I had that long pause, I thought maybe I was just a shorty.
No, that was really good.
So
The other one
I
was
didn't know
good
what
too.
had happened to you. I thought maybe you fell a hole back there.
Well, it's hard getting over here.